What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27. I'm back. Back for another fantasy football week. This is our NFL Fantasy Week 4. These are our must starts for week 4 of the NFL Fantasy Week. Now, I told y'all last week, I told y'all to start getting ready because I told y'all Miss Rona is an evil little tramp who knocks on everybody's door. Baby, she done came and knocked on the NFL's door, and the NFL had to answer her. They had to get some answers. So you got whole games. Remember the I think it's the Titans Steelers game that has been postponed. You got Cam Newton that is out. So I know you're looking for people to pick up maybe on the waiver wire or people on your bench who will get you quality points this week. I'm here to help. Okay? So let's get going. Let's get it started. Let's make this happen this week, okay? So I got some people that sent me emails about who to start in a pinch since they had some issues. I went ahead, I responded to those emails. I thank you all for sending me those emails. So like I said, feel free to always send me an email if you have questions about who to start and who to sit each week on your team with the players that you may have already drafted on your teams. All right. So let's get right down to it. This week, our quarterbacks for this week that we would like to start is Jared Goff of the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are going to be at home versus the New York Giants. Y'all know the New York Giants can't stop a nosebleed. Look for Jared Goff to get off. So you already know. If Jared Goff get off, his receivers are not on my list this week, but you already knew to go ahead and start his receivers, okay? Any of the Rams receivers. Matt Stafford of Detroit Lions. They are going to be at home versus New Orleans. You know, New Orleans, they've never had a good. I mean, a couple of years ago they had a decent defense, but they're going back to their regular non-defense having team. So, I mean, I look for Matt Stafford to have a bounce back week. Not really a bounce back. I mean, I really expect for him to finally get into this season, okay? So he is going to have the complement of his receivers back this week with Matt Golladay coming back and so forth, Marvin Jones and so forth out there in Detroit. So look for Matt Stafford to have a good game. And our sleeper of the week is Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals. He's quietly been putting up numbers out there. So we're going to put him on our list this week. They are at home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And all of our quarterbacks this week are at home. They should be safe. They should feel comfortable at home. They should get you some quality points because we know this is a week where we need people to give us quality points. Now, our tight ends of the week, Austin Hooper of the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are going to be away at Dallas. Dallas isn't doing too well against slot receivers or against tight ends. So look for Austin Hooper to do pretty well today. You all know you don't expect a lot from a tight end. Now, technically, Austin Hooper, and I don't know why I said him this early, he's technically our sleeper of the week. People are not expecting Austin Hooper to do anything. I have a hunch that Austin Hooper is going to do well. He's technically our tight end sleeper of the week. But our two tight ends that you want to start this week is going to be Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki of the Miami Dolphins. They are at home versus the Seattle Seahawks, just like last year where Seattle couldn't stop any tight end last year. It's the same way this year. They are bad. Oh, I didn't even tie my tie, y'all. Y'all didn't even say something. I got this whole video going. I ain't even tied my tie. I can still do this. Anyway, the Seattle Seahawks are still not faring well against opposing tight ends. With Mike Gesicki being at home, in Miami, Seattle having to travel across time zones and across the fruited plains. Look for Mike Gesicki to get off in Miami. And our next tight end for the week is going to be TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson of the Detroit Lions. I told y'all Matt Stafford should be doing much better this week. He should get back to the old Matt Stafford. And so TJ Hawkinson of the Detroit Lions at home versus the New Orleans Saints. Okay. I think this tie is going to come out so awful only because I did it so late. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, our running backs for this week. Our running backs for this week are James Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they are at home they are away at the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. Cincinnati Bengals, as you know, have a horrible defensive front. They give them a quarter or two. They'll start off all right, but give them a quarter or two, and then they'll start, giving up anything in that defensive front. So look for James Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars to be the recipient of some good garbage time points later in the game. Mike Davis of the Carolina Panthers, they are going to be at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. I like Mike Davis to do well. Y'all know Christian McCaffrey is out, and they got a stable of running backs over there. But I like Mike Davis to be the one that gets you some quality points, perhaps even a goal line touchdown or something like that. Devin Singletary of the Buffalo Bills, they are away at the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders, I don't even know that they suit up a defensive team out there for the Las Vegas Raiders. So I don't even think, your boy out there, I can't think of this man name, the head coach, who looks like a Chucky doll. Anyway, I can't think of this man name. Anyway, I don't even think he could spell the word defense. So look for Devin Singletary to do well this week versus the Raiders. Our sleeper is going to be Darrell Henderson of the Los Angeles Rams. Now, I know you're going to say there are much better options. Trust me. If you're in a pinch, you need a few points. You're looking for somebody to start because you don't have no options. Darrell Henderson is a good sleeper this week. And they're going to be at home versus the New York Giants. Now, for our receivers, I know what I'm about to say is going to sound weird. If they are suiting up for the Houston Texans, you can start them. That is Randall Cobb. That is Will Fuller. That is Brandon Cooks. Any of those three are a safe start this week. Randall Cobb, Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller. Of course, if you want to go in order, the order is Will Fuller, then Brandon Cooks, then Randall Cobb. Now, Will Fuller will probably get the volume. Brandon Cooks is your deep threat, meaning he's good for a 70-yard touchdown because he's your speedster. And then you have Randall Cobb, who in a pinch, if Minnesota's puts their best DB on Will Fuller, then Randall Cobb could be a sneaky sleeper for you. So any of those three for the Houston Texans and they're at home versus Minnesota. I like Robbie Anderson this week of the Carolina Panthers. They are going to be at home versus Arizona. I like for him to have a bounce back week. He did not do too well last week, but I like this week to be better for Robbie Anderson. And I also like for a bounce back week Marquise Brown of the Baltimore Ravens. He did not fare well last week either, but this week, and they are going to be at Washington, which basically is a home game. It's all right there. Baltimore and the Washington team, they're right there next to each other. So that's basically a home game almost. So look for Marquise Brown to do well this week. And our sleeper pick this week is going to be Preston Williams of the Miami Dolphins. Now, I know you're going to tell me Devontae Parker. Yes, but in a pinch, you need to pick up somebody off the waiver wire. You need some quality points at receiver for your wide receiver number 3, a flex or something like that. Preston Wilson could have a sneaky garbage time good game versus this, and he's going to be for Miami at home versus the Seattle Seahawks. Oh wow. Yes, it is time for our favorite segment of the week. Our very, 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 very favorite segment of the week is our NFL Teddy 27's Fantasies. Now, our fantasies for the week is, y'all know I was so busy this morning. I was getting my picks ready for y'all. I didn't even prepare. I have my fantasies all prepared, but I'll go off the top of my head this week only because I love y'all and I know all my fantasies. All right. So let's see here who we would like. Trying to make sure I give y'all somebody who wets our whistle. So this week's fantasies, y'all see my head, I'm churning in my brain. The gears are turning. Who do I want to highlight this week? All right, so this week we will highlight Tyler Boyd. Yeah, or did I already do Tyler Boyd? Let me make sure I do Tyler Boyd. I'm a Tyler Boyd fan. Tyler Boyd of the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think I did Tyler Boyd. If I did, it'll be a repeat. I'm sorry. But I don't think I did Tyler Boyd. I'm looking at week 2 and week 3. Nope. No, I'm going to say I didn't do him. So Tyler Boyd, he's a receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's a hottie. Ooh, he's a hottie. I've been a Tyler Boyd fan for a long time. And our second, that's our first one. Our second fantasy of the week is going to be Jalen Rose of the Los Angeles Rams. He is a cornerback for the Rams. Yeah. Let me make sure that I ain't leave anybody off. Yeah, I just needed to. I'm sorry, y'all. I did bad this week for my fantasies. I'll make up for it next week. I have 3 for y'all. And I'm going to forget watch next week. So that's Jalen Ramsey of the Los Angeles Rams. And he's a cornerback. So 2 pieces of brown sugar this week. 2 pieces of brown sugar. That's all I got for y'all this week. Until next week, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.